everyone, it's Heidi with the Usborne Experience. Today I wanted to go over our awesome complete math collection. The complete math collection includes the Usborne First Illustrated Math Dictionary, the Usborne Illustrated Elementary Math Dictionary, and the Usborne Illustrated Dictionary of Math. And each of these is for a different level. So this is for ages 6 and above. The Elementary Math Dictionary is good for ages 8 and up. And then this Bad Larry right here is good for ages 12 and above. This can be used all the way into high school. So the First Illustrated Math Dictionary includes clear definitions of over 500 key terms and concepts that your child is going to encounter in math. It includes hundreds of bright illustrations and useful examples, and it's also linked to the best and most useful internet websites for math games, explanations, math puzzles, and practice at this level. So included in the book are our Usborne quick links, which are so helpful to both parents and kids. There are some really good websites where children can watch animated explanations and practice their math skills with puzzles and games. Usborne has selected the best sites and provided links for them using Usborne Quick Links website. So you go to www.usborne.com/quicklinks and you add in the name of the book, and reputable, safe, and fun websites are supplied to you and your children. This book covers understanding numbers, using numbers, understanding shapes and space, measuring, and one of my favorites, data. So you see it covers amounts. It shows you different representations of 0 to 10, and this way they can see numbers represented differently, and this solidifies the concepts in their mind when they're able to visualize it more than one way. I believe that is research proven. It goes over counting forward, counting to 100, so pretty, counting to 1,000, using number lines, counting backwards, counting in 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s, number grids, even numbers and odd numbers, multiples, place value. That's something that high school students sometimes still need some help on. It also goes over words that mean different things in math, like words that mean bigger than, bigger, greater, more, larger, smaller than words, smaller, less, fewer. Positions in math. Oh, I like this one. Patterns and sequences. Rounding numbers and estimating numbers. Because you know they're going to bring home a worksheet on rounding or estimating, and they're going to be like,
I don't know how to do this.
And you're going to take this out and you're going to go to the index and you're going to find rounding numbers, page 50. Here you go, girlfriend. Let's look at it. And they'll get through their worksheet beautifully. Groups and fractions. Look at those great pictures to represent fractions. Isn't that great? Adding and subtracting. Look at those beautiful pictures to help them. We also get into shapes and 3D shapes. It even gets into compass points in northwest, south, and east. Here's size and measuring. That's awesome. Units and measurement. And then it gets into length and height, width, depth. Oh, I love it. And it also has a page on days of the week, time, months, and time word, telling time and money, and all about data and diagrams. Oh my gosh. What a stupendous book. It has a beautiful cover. It's like in the middle of a paperback and a hardcover, and the pages themselves are glossy and thick and will be able to hold up to lots of wear and tear. This book is so fabulous. Love it. Love math. The Usborne Illustrated Math Dictionary is made up the same way. This also has the quick links. So now we're getting into calculations, a little bit more into shape, space, measurements, and a little bit more on data. Here we cover square roots and cube roots, common factors, prime number, and factor trees. I don't remember how to do a factor tree. I need this book. You'll see that the pictures are a little less babyish, a little less young, going into more the elementary school routes, equivalent fractions, decimals. Oh, that's a big one. Percentages, proportion and ratio, rounding. Oh, stop it. We have multiplying and dividing. There was also addition and subtraction. We have the times tables. So this is a really good resource if they need to check their answer. And it goes over all the different ways to multiply. We know that different schools and different teachers use different methods. So we have multiplying using a grid, multiplying by 10, dividing using a grid. I don't even know what that means. Grid? Grid. Here we go. This is what terrifies me. Complex calculations. This one is great because it goes into using a calculator, operation keys, memory keys. Oh, memory keys. I don't know how to use the memory key. Here we go. Kids, algebra. The why do I need to know this math? We get into shapes again, a little more detailed than the first illustrated dictionary. Symmetry. This book looks like it's just fun to read. Position and direction. Oh, angles. Anyone's children working on these right now? God bless your soul. How to use a protractor. Need to brush up on that. Measuring in the metric system. What great tables to be able to refer to while working. This also goes into time and differences in time. Perimeter and area. Goes all over different ways to understand what area is. Look at that, all those pages. Ooh-wee. Volume. And then we get into handling data, which is fantastic. It talks about data tables and how to arrange data and how to showcase data. Because in elementary school, they may start getting into science fair projects, and being able to display their data is going to be really important, and it's all in here. Finally, we have the Usborne Illustrated Dictionary of Math. What's in here terrifies me because I probably don't remember much of it. So this is for ages 12 and above. So we still have numbers, shape, space, and measures, algebra, and handling data. And you'll see that the handling data keeps getting longer. Here we talk about those quick links, internet links. So you'll see in this book that there's a lot more text and a lot less visual representation like there were for the first in the elementary. It does still cover fractions and decimals because, as we know, we relearn these really important topics and concepts almost every single year. Now we're getting into scientific math, which is really exciting. Exponents and scientific notation. This is fantastic for junior high and high school. We're talking about ratios and proportions. So I think this would be great. I know that textbooks can be overwhelming and sometimes they just don't explain concepts well. So if your child is working on ratios and proportions, this is like a Cliff Notes version. This always worked really well for me to have some sort of a quick and dirty, succinct and straight to the point place to go to find my information. We're back into percentages. Notice how this percentage looks much different than the elementary. So you'll see here in the elementary percentages versus the just the illustrated that there are a lot more visuals in the elementary as opposed to the higher level. We're heavy in geometry now. Your student may be taking a geometry course by now, and here is a great way to review for tests. We're heavy on the angles, polygons, oh gosh. Boy, here we go, especially if they're taking physics. Vectors. I mean, do you remember what a vector is? I mean, I remember what a vector is, but do you remember how to like use them? No, you don't. I'm a 98% sure that you don't. Geometric constructions, oh God. And then we've got all the formulas. Look at these great visuals on volume. It's fantastic for a visual learner. Oh boy, here we go. Trigonometry. Trig. Cosine, finding unknown signs, sine, tangent. SOHCAHTOA. Oh gosh, SOHCAHTOA, remember that? Calculations involving circles, angles and circles, algebra. We go through solving algebraic equations. I remember this one. This is a tough one. Algebraic graphs. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. Quadratic equations. There it is. Ugh. This is in black. It's like mourning for math. Simultaneous equations are all in black here. So you'll see that every section is color coded, and it also tells you up here what section you're in. Inequalities, functions. You need to put this down and make yourself a drink before you keep going with it. And then information from graphs and data. We've got math symbols, and then each of these books has a substantial index to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So this complete set is $35.99. I think that is a great value for peace of mind, knowing that you'll be able to help your student on their math homework. Each one individually is $12.99, but you can buy it as a set. And I know it's the summer right now, but you'll be so happy when you have these on hand come the fall. Thanks for watching. Get your math on. What is there? SOHCAHTOA, PEMDAS, FOIL. There's a bunch. I don't even think I took trig. I don't know. Stop! Partitioning? Isn't that a song by Beyonce? The only reason I'm really good at percentages is because I was a waitress and I like to shop.